Hello. This is my first long form video, so the audio is gonna be terrible because I don't have a professional mic. If you guys come from my shorts audience, then thank you for being here and sticking with me until this time, and thank you for supporting my art and loving my OCs. They love you back. Anyways, today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I create characters. I'm a digital artist, obviously, and I like creating characters and OCs. Although I don't have that many, that's because I hyperfixate on like 2 every couple of months. I just hone in on them and just draw them all the time. So I don't really make 1,000 OCs. I have like 6, and that's low-key depressing, but at the same time it just gives me kind of like the freedom to just develop them until they're like fully fleshed out people that I kind of relate to, or that I just really like have advanced their personality and design, like so much as like personal in a way. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna explain how I created my past OCs, but I am gonna create a new one for a demonstration for this video. This is kind of gonna be how I think during my creative process. I don't really follow a strict set of guidelines like I should, or like industry professionals probably use, but I'll probably like do a more in-depth video on my Patreon one day. But let's get started because I don't want to do this intro anymore. So the first step I take is take like a really long doom scroll through Pinterest and kind of let it feed my brain with what I want my character to be based off of, or to kind of like have a vibe. So you guys can create mood boards. I don't create mood boards. I like take screenshots and then just look at it. So I already knew that I wanted my character to be based off of Avatar and the Lost City of Atlantis thing, so I kind of skipped the Pinterest step and went straight to like color picking, color scheming, whatever the heck you want to call it. So I picked my favorite complementary colors, which is blue and orange. They're like the best. And I just did thumbnail sketches of the skin color versus the hair color pattern and the skin pattern. From the get-go, I did not like the magenta. No, it didn't sit with me, but I really liked the other two, and especially the middle one, because I just really liked with the darker skin tone and the brighter hair and the brighter patterns. The darker skin made everything else like pop out more. And then I went to designing hair, which is the funnest part for me because I like designing hair. I don't like drawing like the line art of the hair, but I like designing what it looks like. And this is where I took inspiration from Avatar, besides from the skin color, I guess, because the Na'vi people, they have dreads and stuff, and dreads look cool. So I wanted to take that aspect and put it into this character, or like this character and her people, I guess, because evidently she's gonna have a clan or a village or a community or society or whatever you want to call it, and they're gonna have like social beauty standards or whatever. I'm gonna go with like all of these for like her hairs in the future, but her main hairstyle, I picked the middle one because I like the way that it just like drapes like down her body. It's gonna be really long hair, by the way, and she's gonna have like a slender build, and I think the long hair and the long body, I think it's gonna do I think it matches well. And then I went to trying to design a face for her. So notice how I didn't really start with the face first. I went with like the general color scheme and like the general what she kind of looks like before getting nitpicky into her facial features, because that can take a long time. But this one didn't, because I just went through Pinterest. I kind of moved Pinterest throughout the entire process instead of the first step, so I kind of use it all over the place to help me. I picked a more pointy face because I think it all kind of like has a direction, with the hair going down, the chin's gonna go down, the direction of the design, I mean, it all kind of like points somewhere. With a square face, it doesn't really have any direction, but with an angled face, you can see where it goes, and it just kind of gives like a sense of clarity to me, so I went with that. Also, it contrasted with the the two dreads that are like along the side of her face that are curving. So if she has a square face with a curved part of her hair, it's like two curves in one. It just kind of like messes up. It kind of removes the clarity. That's what I'm saying. So you got to make sure that the elements in your character design don't clash with each other, unless the theme with your character is like curvy lines. Then I guess it could go well, but at the same time you need sharp angles to balance the whole thing out. Once I had what I wanted my character's face to kind of look like, I moved on to pattern design. Notice how I don't make the sketches so detailed, because I want to convey my idea without putting so much detail and effort into it. For every step of the character designing process, you don't want to hone in on each idea that you have, because you may step back and then realize that you just wasted 15 minutes on a really good sketch and you just don't like the way it looks. So I highly encourage you to keep it simple, keep thumbnail sketches, and then pick from each sketch like I did and then put it into your final design. And obviously as time goes on, you're going to realize that, oh, I don't like this, and you're going to change your character design. It's a totally normal part of the process. I like how the face looks, especially with the chin mark, and how the patterns on her cheekbones mold her face. So that's another thing that I wanted to say about like the whole thing about direction and clarity and stuff. The whole design of your character kind of has to flow with it. So if your character has an angular face like her, then maybe have the patterns kind of mold the face and to just give it like, make it pop more, make the cheekbones pop out more. With character design, there's nothing wrong with putting emphasis into something. Emphasis is an amazing thing, and it makes your character iconic. And if there's something iconic about a character, it's gonna stick into your viewer's head, and that's gonna make them recognize your character from afar. Oh hey, that's the character with green curly hair. I don't know her name, but that's her. I recognize her. Everyone knows that that's Navani. She's the girl with the short curly hair. It's iconic. And moving on to the rest of her body, I kind of just did the sketch for like her leg patterns. I didn't go so much in depth for it because I just kind of had an idea, because based on the arms, I can just mirror the pattern design on the arms and the legs, so it kind of just has a whole sense of unity, because you don't want random, your character has patterns, you don't want to put all the patterns in your vicinity into just one character. That's going to mess up, it's going to create confusion in your viewer and yourself. And it's going to be a pain for you to draw, because you're going to have to memorize all these patterns. Unless, again, there's always an exception, unless your character is like a gesture or has an aspect to them that's all about uncertainty or just absolute chaos, then go ahead, do whatever the heck you want. The point of that character is to make everyone confused. So yeah, personality and lifestyle is gonna also influence the way your character's gonna look like. I did 3 thumbnail sketches of her outfit. I wanted to go with white and gold, the same gold that's in her hair, so her jewelry is all gonna be gold, another sense of unity. And the white's gonna like balance out from all the blues and oranges, so it's just gonna give a nice like refreshing wash of all the hues. To separate her from the avatars, because people are gonna come after me like, that's just an avatar OC. No, it's not. It's inspired. There is a difference. So I decided to make her legs different. I wanted to kind of have a hybrid species. So her legs and hands are suited for climbing. Do not come after me, because I know the Na'vi live in trees. Do not come after me. It's inspired, okay? But I think it's better for climbing. Instead of just like 2 joints on the legs, they have 1, 2, 3. They have 4 joints on the legs. Then I started to do a little more detailed sketch of her, because at this point I was like, you know what, I just want to do her in a hunting pose. Why not? So I drew her with a spear and started coloring her, and the screen recorder quit on me! Super unfortunate, screen recorder absolutely bailed on me, and then when I looked up for my finished product, I was like, Okay, moving on. So I decided to sketch out the queen of the tribe or whatever, because I had an idea that the more piercings that they have, the higher up in the social status that they are. So for her, I already knew that I wanted to base her off of that like general lady character from The Woman King. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a really good movie. I always watch it when I'm on the plane for some reason, but she's like this fierce woman and she has like a really muscular build. She's also short, so I wanted to just convey that. Like if this was a fan cast, I would pick her because she just has that whole vibe of the queen of the tribe, and I really liked it. So I gave her more deeper saturated orange for her clothing, because like if the white represents innocence, then the blood orange kind of color is gonna contrast with it, you know? I don't know if this taught you guys anything. If it did, comment below so I know if it was actually like resourceful for you. My main goal here was to just show you guys my creative process and how I design characters. It's basically a whole bunch of trial and error, seeing if this goes with that, if it doesn't, and then just merging everything to just a final design until I decide to change it again. Thank you for listening to me yap and draw. I've recorded this outro like 1,000 times by now. Voice recording is hard.